Did you know that a couple was once executed for leaking atomic secrets in the United States? This is the story of the Rosenbergs, a seemingly ordinary couple with an extraordinary secret. The year is 1949. The world is in the grip of the Cold War, with two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, locked in a tense standoff. In the midst of this global chess game, a pawn emerges, Julius Rosenberg. Julius and his wife Ethel are living in New York City, trying to carve out a slice of the American dream. But beneath this facade of normalcy, there lies a hidden reality. Julius, a passionate communist and a brilliant engineer, is accused of a crime that could change the course of history, leaking atomic secrets to the Soviet Union. Imagine a man with a wife and two young children, arrested and accused of espionage, of betraying his own country. But the story doesn't end there. Soon after, Ethel Rosenberg, a dedicated wife and mother, is also arrested. The charge? Aiding and abetting her husband's espionage activities. The arrests of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg marked the beginning of a trial that would captivate the nation and the world. A trial that would put the American justice system under the microscope, as the Rosenbergs fought for their lives against charges of the highest treason. But were they guilty, or were they just pawns in a larger game? As the trial unfolded, the world watched, waiting for the truth to be revealed. The stage was set, the players were in place, and the world was about to witness one of the most controversial trials in American history, the Rosenberg Trial. Now let's dive deeper into the events of the Rosenberg Trial. The trial of the Rosenbergs was a spectacle that gripped the nation. In the middle of the 20th century, a couple from New York, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg, found themselves in the spotlight, charged with the unthinkable, espionage and conspiracy to commit espionage, crimes punishable by death. The Rosenbergs, pleading not guilty, were accused of providing top-secret information about the atomic bomb to the Soviet Union, a charge that, if proven, would label them as traitors to their own country. The evidence against them was substantial: handwritten notes that matched Julius's handwriting, a sketch of a cross-section of an atomic bomb, and most damningly, the testimonies of two key witnesses, David Greenglass and Harry Gold. David Greenglass, Ethel's younger brother, had worked as a machinist at Los Alamos, the top-secret U.S. nuclear research facility. He admitted to passing on classified information about the atomic bomb to Julius. On the stand, he told a chilling tale of family ties twisted by treason, of clandestine meetings and coded messages. Harry Gold, a confessed spy, was the second key witness. He claimed that he had been the go-between for the Rosenbergs and the Soviets, delivering the stolen atomic secrets. His testimony corroborated that of Greenglass, painting a picture of the Rosenbergs as key figures in a spy ring that had penetrated the heart of America's atomic program. The courtroom was awash with tension as these testimonies were laid bare. Each word seemed to tighten the noose around the Rosenbergs' necks, but in the face of such damning evidence, they maintained their innocence. As the trial progressed, the question on everyone's mind was, would these testimonies be enough to convict the Rosenbergs? Would the jury believe these two witnesses, one a confessed spy and the other a brother betraying his own sister? The testimonies were damning, but were they enough to convict the Rosenbergs? The verdict of the Rosenberg trial was a shocker that shook the world. As the gavel fell, the fate of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg was sealed. The jury had spoken and the couple was found guilty of conspiracy to commit espionage, a charge as grave as passing atomic secrets to the Soviets during the height of the Cold War. The courtroom was a sea of gasps and whispers as the verdict was announced. The Rosenbergs, a seemingly ordinary couple, had been found guilty of one of the most serious crimes in the nation's history. The decision was a punch to the gut of the American psyche, a chilling reminder of the invisible war being waged behind the scenes of everyday life. The sentencing was equally astounding. The judge, declaring that the couple had caused the United States the utmost harm, sentenced them both to death. It was an unprecedented move, the first time in American history that civilians had been sentenced to death for espionage. The severity of the sentence was a testament to the fear and paranoia that had gripped the nation during the Cold War era. The verdict and sentencing sent shockwaves around the globe. The international community was divided. Some applauded the United States for their firm stance against espionage, while others condemned the verdict as a brutal display of Cold War hysteria. Protests erupted in major cities with crowds chanting for clemency for the Rosenbergs. The Rosenbergs maintained their innocence until the very end, their stoicism in the face of death further fueling the controversy surrounding their trial. The question hung in the air, thick and heavy like a storm cloud. Had justice been served, or had fear clouded the judgment of a nation? The aftermath of the verdict was a tumultuous period marked by heated debates and a growing sense of unease. The Rosenberg trial had laid bare the harsh realities of the Cold War, a stark reminder of the high-stakes game of espionage being played on the world stage. The Rosenbergs were sentenced to death, a sentence that sparked global controversy. Their names would forever be etched in the annals of history, a chilling reminder of a time when secrets were a matter of life and death. The Rosenberg trial was not just about a verdict, it was about secrets that were revealed. Yes, friends, secrets that were woven into the fabric of history as we know it. Now, let's unravel these threads and see what they reveal. The Rosenbergs, Julius and Ethel, were accused of leaking atomic secrets to the Soviet Union, secrets so potent that they could tilt the balance of power during the Cold War. The evidence? A sketchy, hand-drawn diagram of an atomic bomb, allegedly passed on by Julius himself. This wasn't just any old doodle, mind you, but a blueprint of mass destruction, capable of changing the course of human history. The significance of these secrets can't be overstated. The atomic bomb was the ultimate weapon, the trump card that could end the Cold War in one fell swoop. Its possession was a matter of national pride, a symbol of power and dominance. By allegedly handing over this information, the Rosenbergs were accused of betraying their country at the highest level. And it wasn't just the atomic bomb. The Rosenbergs were also accused of leaking information about the proximity fuse, a device that could detonate a bomb at a specific altitude, and the Lockheed F-80 Shooting Star, the first operational jet fighter used by the United States. These were the crown jewels of American military technology, secrets that could shift the balance of power in the Cold War. The fallout from these revelations was immense. It's said that the information leaked by the Rosenbergs helped the Soviets develop their own atomic bomb, hastening the nuclear arms race and deepening the divide between East and West. The trial of the Rosenbergs wasn't just a trial, it was a window into the clandestine world of espionage and atomic secrets, a world where the stakes were as high as they could possibly be. The Rosenberg trial revealed a lot more than just a verdict. It revealed a game of secrets. Yes, a game of secrets, where the prizes were power, dominance, and the fate of the world itself. The Rosenberg trial left a lasting legacy that still resonates today. This was no ordinary trial. It was a spectacle that shook the world to its core and shifted the geopolitical landscape in the throes of the Cold War. In the years following the trial, American society was deeply impacted. Fear of nuclear annihilation and communist infiltration was rampant, and the Rosenberg trial only served to fan the flames of this paranoia. It was an era of suspicion and fear, where neighbor distrusted neighbor. The trial became a symbol of the Red Scare and the lengths the government would go to in order to protect its secrets and its power. On the global stage, the trial had profound implications. It strained international relations, particularly between the United States and the Soviet Union, pushing the world further into the frosty grip of the Cold War. It also made the world painfully aware of the destructive potential of nuclear weapons, a chilling realization that still haunts us today. In retrospect, the Rosenberg trial is viewed through different lenses. Some view the Rosenbergs as victims of a witch hunt, scapegoats in a time of rampant paranoia. They argue that the trial was a gross miscarriage of justice, fueled by anti-communist hysteria, and a desperate desire to maintain the balance of power. Others, however, see the Rosenbergs as traitors who sold their country's most dangerous secrets to its greatest enemy. They believe the Rosenbergs got what they deserved, that their punishment was just for the crime they committed. These contrasting views persist today, a testament to the complexity of the trial and its far-reaching implications. The trial continues to spark debate, forcing us to grapple with questions about justice, patriotism, and the price of national security. Whether you see them as victims or villains, there's no denying that the Rosenberg trial was a pivotal moment in history. This trial, its reverberations still felt today, serves as a stark reminder of the power of fear, the importance of justice, and the irreversible impact of a single decision.